Today's top stories. On the 7th anniversary of the September 11th attacks in the United States, President George W. Bush today dedicated a new memorial at the Pentagon, the site where American Airlines Flight 77 crashed, killing 184 individuals. Bush told those gathered at the Pentagon that the memorial is a, quote,
reminder of the resilience of the American spirit. One of the worst days in America's history. I saw some of the bravest acts in America's history.
Earlier, Bush stood alongside First Lady Laura Bush on the White House lawn for a moment of silence, marking the moment the first plane hit the World Trade Center in New York. New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg opened today's event at Ground Zero. 4 moments of silence will be held, representing the moment when each tower was hit and fell. Presidential candidates Barack Obama and John McCain suspended their campaign activities for the day and will visit Ground Zero together. The United States yesterday increased pressure on Iran by imposing sanctions against its national shipping company, IRISL, and 18 of its affiliates, which Washington accused of supporting that country's military programs. Undersecretary for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence said, quote, specifically, IRISL has employed the use of generic terms to describe shipments so as not to attract the attention of shipping authorities and create and made use of cover entities to conduct official IRISL business. But Iran's permanent mission to the United Nations today described the sanctions as, quote, counterproductive, and the national shipping company said that its activities were, quote, precisely within the framework of international law. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said in Poland today that the U.S. missile defense shield that country and the Czech Republic have agreed to is aimed at Russia and not, as Washington claims, at rogue states like Iran. Tensions in Russian-Poland relations have escalated since Russia's military actions in Georgia last month, and its decision to recognize as independent Georgia's breakaway regions of South Ossetia and Abkhazia. The leader of Abkhazia said today he would sign a deal with Moscow to establish Russian military bases there, and the leader of South Ossetia today announced plans to become part of Russia. The announcement came a day after the U.S. said it was, quote, extremely concerned about Moscow's recent statements that 7,600 forces would stay permanently in the 2 breakaway Georgian provinces. Iran's Supreme Court has upheld the death sentence against a 17-year-old accused of a murder committed 2 years ago. Amir Kabir University of Tehran's student newsletter reported today. The juvenile offender, identified as Hossein, has proclaimed his innocence throughout the legal procedures. In a report released yesterday, Human Rights Watch said that only 5 countries in the world have executed juvenile offenders since 2005, with Iran leading the way. These stories and more at IranVNC.com.